quits, it just... There's a little bit of audio going through now. I don't know what's happening. But hopefully now you guys can hear me. I clicked another button. We'll see if that works for a little... I don't know how much longer I'll keep my stream up, because I'm actually not even, like, rating or anything at the moment. Kind of just been... hanging out. I don't know if any of our people have even jumped over yet. No, they're usually all asleep
Rio
right
Hand
now.
says, what if we got like 25 gems for your first successful defend that day and then nothing after? So it would just be like an extra 25 gems a day if you got a green that day. I think that would probably be okay.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah.
if you, instead of 3 per, it's just if you have a green that day, you get 25. It's like make it a daily, basically. Have a successful garrison defense, 25 gems.
I would. Here, I'm going to counter that idea too. But what if I'm raiding and my bubble keeps popping and I get multiple defenses? Shouldn't I be rewarded more than the person who logged in once, got 1 green? Why would we get the same 25 gems? I think reward those that are popping their bubble more often.
You could exploit that as well just by hitting them with mini and losing them.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Keep, maybe try to keep keep it pretty low as well. I mean, I guess that's where it gets tricky, giving gems as the reward versus just giving XP. Because I think this would be the other. Here's where my brain is starting to go towards reward with XP. Start getting players with max titans to start, give them a reason to switch over to something else. And because why do people stick with max titans right now? Because it's just so much work to level up a whole other one in max. But if they can start getting XP from the defenses, possibly, then they would start. Maybe players would start using more titans in the mix rather than having 1 defender, 1 attacker, and calling it quits.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I think people aren't using enough titans because they're not. It's just too hard to level up.
I agree. It is hard to level up titans.
We need weekly gems.
Weekly gems for like what?
Yeah.
We'll put your chat on my chat. There we go.
As in, there's chats and chats and chats. Other than alliances, so...
Well, what the devs will say against all this is like, look, we give you an average of 300 a day just for logging in and doing 3 simple quests.
Speaking of which... Yeah, I pull in... I get 205 for the daily, and then another 150 for those 3 tasks. So I'm pulling in 355 gems a day. That's a pretty good number.
Does that number
gems.
go up?
This number goes up based on castle level.
Castle level?
Is it castle level or is it player level?
Because I'm right there.
Why do I YouTube for this game and I don't really know a whole lot about it?
I'm like 190. What's your castle level?
19.
Okay, see, I'm right below you. So I'm at 17.
I'm getting 350, 200 for the finish, and 50.
Yeah, APOC, welcome to the stream.
What's up, APOC?
APOC's in the stream. We got GamingJaeger here. We are doing a
DoT Hangout.
Dawn of Titans Hangout here. We're both traveling this week and ended up in the same place. So why not get together and play Dawn of Titans?
Why not?
I apologize for missing the corporate meeting today.
I kept you a little busy.
Yeah.
We had worked this one out a couple of weeks. We were playing this one since
yeah,
the last
we've
Hangout,
actually planned this one. Last time was spur of the moment. Oh, let's do something. This time was like, okay, well, we need to do that again. So.
Yeah. So we've been working at it, but let me see. So Zerat's expanding on this. 250 for logging in and attacking for a whole week. So basically, Zerat's saying similar to something like what the VIPs get, which I don't know exactly what they get.
Okay.
Because I'm not a VIP. But VIPs get something like if they...
VIPs, they do a 10 to 14 day battle streak, so you log in, win the battle for 14 days in a row, and then on day 15 you will receive, say, 4,000 gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a consistent thing. I mean, it occasionally... And I don't know why, and I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying.
There are a lot that do not get the emails but they are VIP for some reason.
Yeah, that comes up in chats a lot.
For some reason, but they don't get the emails for some reason. So generally, when I get the email, I try to post it in our private NTG chat room so that those that don't get the email know that it's on and they need to do what they got to do to get those free gems.
Yeah, I don't get gems, and I don't get emails, son.
No.
I guess I just never made it to Steve's cool list. Although
now it's not Steve.
John.
Steve's gone.
Now it's John.
Yeah. So do we know what happened with Steve? Did Steve get promoted, or did Steve just get helpers because he was really busy because there's a lot of VIPs? Do we know?
I don't know. The email that I got from John came across like he was a personal concierge that was selected to man my account, which was probably, they may have split them up amongst two or three different people.
Started dividing it now, yeah.
Started dividing it, yeah.
Rio Hand wants to know, how do we know?
I was actually going to email John and ask him if Steve was still around, if they spread it out, what was going on.
So Rio Hand wants to know, how do we know that John isn't Steve in a wig?
I mean, if he was, he'd also have, he would have pulled planes, trains, and automobiles, and...
Yes, pretty much.
Real Hand said, what now, Bo? You cut out.
He said, how do we know that John isn't Steve in a wig?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Because John didn't have any hair, that's how.
Right. John didn't have any hair.
Pretty much, John did.
And that was a complete 100% full-on overhaul makeover if it's the same person.
Yes.
As in, he would have done blackface, so... Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kiting is, this was a bit different, it's definitely a little bit sloppier. I'm definitely feeling the difference in being able to just run all cats.
Yeah, you definitely, you lose more troops now, kiting, for sure.
Which is fine, I think that's fair. That's the balance it needs. You should be able to walk away.
Kiting, and then I never did kiting, like, as an attack strategy. I did what I call fishing.
Okay.
Which is similar to kiting, but instead of running troops around, I would just put them out here as bait and let the other troops
because you didn't care if they... I don't care if they die either.
Because I was just using all militia.
You just put them over there and let them draw in.
So you just put them over here and let them draw them in.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now with militia.
Yeah, I definitely lost a lot more than I probably would have.
APOC wants to know, why are you shooting everyone with the bird?
Oh, yeah, I raid with my middle finger quite often. I don't know why. Just this is how I play. I actually typically play. This is my gaming hand right there. I'm sorry, APOC, that I'm flipping everyone off here.
He's gonna lose the battle because he's not used.
Yeah, because now I'm switching my finger. What is this? I think I've got some stuff to make right now. Anyways, I just realized I'm out of fear. Because I'm burning them a lot more now that they only last 10 seconds.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes, you definitely do.
This is going to disrupt my routine grind gameplay.
Yes.
When I'm just trying to smash stuff out, this is definitely...
Yes. I do...
changing it up.
Lots of fear spells. Raised dead spells are a bit more effective now on offense under certain situations.
Yeah, I need to take Calvarax out for a run.
So, depending on what level your fireball is, the raised dead spell is good on your, dropping it on those grenadiers in the back.
Yeah. You're basically using the raised dead as basically a distraction.
But the nice thing about it is the raised dead can, if any of them survive, they'll go attack something else. The fireball is a one shot, one hit, and you're done.
There were no changes done to with the fireball, right? Where the fireball stayed the same. This shield increased in its protection.
Shield increased dramatically in its protection amount, and then no changes to fireball.
The raised dead spell actually became pretty good for hindering the grins.
Yeah, raised dead on grin is good. Calvarax versus archers with a Siggy is very effective, especially if you have all those relics that give you extra raised dead spells for free, which is really nice because raised dead is the last spell that you can make. right? Raised Dead's the last
Yeah,
spell,
very last.
right? So if you have Cavalryx and the relics, and you're lower than the level where you can create Raised Dead spells, essentially you have an advantage there. Because you're raiding with something that you really shouldn't have yet.
Yeah, like me, I don't even have. No, I do have. I've got a. Wait, have I unlocked?
You need to upgrade.
I need to upgrade.
Spellforge or something.
I'm not at. Can I do?
Because I thought we decided that.
No, I can't do Raised Dead yet.
Raised Dead comes in
level 19.
19?
That's what it says right there. Level 19.
No, that's your current castle level.
Oh. But
Raised Dead comes in at 20, right, guys? Anyway, it's well on up there.
Yeah, it's up there. It's a little. What am I
so,
at? What castle am I at? Yeah, I'm castle level 19.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to upgrade something to actually unlock that. But yeah, no, I can't make them. That's what my end story is.
Right.
I cannot make a Raised Dead. However,
you're looking at 21. King Joshua says 21.
21, okay.
So you have to be level 21 before you can make a Raised Dead.
But I do have.
You get the free ones with the relics for Cavalryx. So
I'm just gonna grab just a random land here. Pull this open. All right. So if I switch over to my Cavalryx.
Hang on, guys.
I have the 3-star Blood Vial, which gives me 1 Raised Dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's cool. I've got to unlock some more on him. So that's actually why I wouldn't mind getting some Ranger food. I've got another 3-star. I can't equip that one. I have the Astral Heart 3-star. So there's another Raised Dead one.
Yes.
I think that maxes at 1. So there's 2 that I could add to him, and we can add a total of 5. Here's a 4-star Skeleton Ring that gives me, and that one's not max.
That'll give you 3.
That'll give me 3 alone right there. So that brings me up to 5 total Raised Dead spells I can have. Then we also have. It's not the last one. I know it's not. Making sure. I think it'll just be the Blood Vial all the way back up here at the beginning.
Yeah.
Making sure I don't miss one now. Here we go. Blood Vial. This will also max at 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8.
If you put all 8 of those on Cavalryx, assuming he's high enough level.
But yeah, so that's 8 spells there. But that also doesn't count that's 4-star. I feel like I'm missing another 3-star in here that I could equip to him.
There's a 3-star, and there was one of them that was an alliance
Skeleton Ring
reward only.
3-star. Maybe it was a 4-star Astral Heart.
It is.
That's what I don't have.
The
But I've got a 4-star Skeleton Ring. Do I have a 3-star Skeleton Ring?
You should have.
I think I've got that I can add. So that is.
It's another 1.
That's another 1.
Yeah.
But that's still not all of my relic slots. So it's 4-star Blood Vial, 3-star Blood Vial.
What is your
4-star Skeleton Ring, 3-star Astral Heart.
Yeah.
And
I was taking in 11.
Okay, yeah, I mean he can get a pretty good number of spells. And that's not extra. That's not counting the spells you yourself can
not
bring
counting
in.
my own spell. Yes.
Which I mean.
Yeah,
So
I mean you get the 1.
I've only got the 1 spot, but I can unlock more. But I do have. I mean, when it comes to spells, I have 14 spells currently. Even though I can't make them, I get them.
Drops. Yeah.
So I could bring in at least. What would that be? So let's if I bring in an Electra, and then you can bring in. I can currently bring in. How many spells can I bring? I can bring in 5 spells.
Right.
So I can bring in 16 Raised Dead spells for the cost of only 5.
Yes, you could. Which makes it very efficient use of your spell training time.
Yeah, he becomes really. I think he could become a good Titan to really start working.
He's become very, very good on raiding, especially if they fix the Blood Vial relic, so that it doesn't give you negative poison resistance.
Sweeney Todd, hey, what's going on?
Sweeney Todd!
He's up over here. Ancestral Heart, 4-star, is the hard one to get. Yeah.
Yeah, the 4-star, and I think that was an alliance.
That was an alliance only.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So, what else has been going on? What else changed since you last played the game?
Mowed my lawn.
How like me, a lot of 5,000 frequent flyer miles.
Yeah. Miles.
Since the last time I played Dawn of Titans. Yeah, I'm right.
Oh, I thought. Who's leaving? Oh, JR's leaving. Sorry, I said bye to the wrong person.
Uh-oh. Pisces has an Ayaka. Again.
Did he? How did he get that
Hey,
Ayaka?
hey, Pop, did you hear that? Pisces has an Iaka.
That's right, Ayaka.
Pisces, hold on. I don't recall. How did you get Ayaka? This blows my mind.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see. Am I live again? I feel like I'm just going to go ahead. Cool, you guys are together. Nice. Yes, sweetie. I've got Bo sitting over here on my stream. He's also doing a live hangout on his. So that one's all nothing but hangout. All right. And mine is just throwing in some just really random gameplay. I don't even know if I'd consider it gameplay right now.
Uh-oh. Live stream over.
Where's your charging cable?
It's right here. I just didn't have it plugged up.
Will your phone stay on with if it's at least plugged in? I told you should plug it in.
It's gonna take a while to boot it up. So.
Shooter McGavin, sub, what's going on? I'm actually surprised that my stream has been staying steady for a little while.
Okay, guys.
Oh, I don't know if he promoted the guy I need him to. Hopefully he did.
So on my Venom Tusk, I'm actually kind of happy with it. I got a double critical, double poison, resist, and armor for the last skill.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
Sweeney, this is just a random thing, but I recall hearing something I think you mentioned about your name. I want to hit you up in a PM and talk about something that absolutely has nothing to do with DoT.
Well,
That's
yeah, I can see that.
Nah. What am I doing here? I mean, I'm basically waiting for my team to come over here, because we're
Yeah, I don't know.
weekly have a second place. There are only, well, let's see, there are 50 teams in here, and Elite currently has this always been the way that it's been, that if you have 0 VP, you automatically are considered the demotion zone? It's not just like the bottom 10 or bottom 15?
I don't think so.
I thought that sometimes even if you had 0, you just stayed. But right now I'm looking at this Elite League, and only 13 teams are safe. Everyone from rank 14 down who happens to have 0 VP is in demotion zone.
Well, those guys better get some VP.
I mean, they're probably dead teams. Most likely they're shells, but
how
has
many
it always
how
been
many
like that?
total are there?
50.
Really?
I feel like that's sudden. I don't feel like I've always seen this.
That's something interesting. We'll have to ask.
You literally take 2 weeks off of DoT, and you don't know what you're playing anymore.
Yeah. Crazy. Wow. So, any of you guys that happen to be watching my stream, my phone is completely dead, and we're not doing that anymore. So.
Is Anthrax still over there on?
Yeah,
Discord?
Anthrax is still on Discord. Yeah.
Oh, look at Pisces Shark is here on my chat now, and he says, "Guess what? He got Ayaka from 2K pulls."
I know, right?
King Josh is over here. Pisces, my Valentine says health, damage, health, AP, resist lightning. That ain't bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
I mean, and I actually don't mind health and damage. I never had a problem with those being a triple skill.
I haven't either. I like health. Health is very much an end game skill.
Yeah, because there's no cap. I can keep grinding it.
Right.
That's
no
my
cap.
Astaroth. My Astaroth has triple health on him. And I think I forget what his health is literally set to like.
Wow.
I built him out on the DoT database. I can't remember, but it seemed really high.
Insane. Like insanely high, like 400k or something stupid.
Yeah, I can't. And that was like without even any relics on him. That was just purely his skills were pretty intense for what his health put him up to. I forget exactly what it came out to be.
So.
But then start throwing on like those dragon helms and all those things. Totally different.
Yeah.
Oh, look, and now some people are. Now we got people moving around here.
You still trying to get your seats? Slide by you. Team set.
Yeah, I got 2 different groups of roughly 50 people in total that are just need to make a jump today. We'll see. Jumping? Yeah, jumping has it's got its pros and it's got its cons. It's been really helpful for some new guys being able to just basically solidify a 3-star for them. Which I remember one of my first 3 stars took me. Like I probably told this story a number of times, but I got really lucky and actually pulled in Karn when I first started playing within the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, you told me that.
And that was from a battle drop.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like,
nice.
This is fantastic. So I got so it's a 3-star, but I didn't see a 3-star after that for months.
Wow.
Because I didn't jump alliances. I got in one and I just was like, we're gonna grind this out from gold all the way up or silver all the way up, whatever it is.
Right. We didn't know. We don't jump leagues. We don't swap. Players jump
move up and down
between the alliances, but the alliance itself stays like Rogue and non-toxic stay in Legend, and Dragon stays in Master, and then we have Knights, which is in the one below Champion.
Master's Champion, yeah. So I mean, do they intentionally avoid promotion zone then?
Dragons has to drop VP every week to not be promoted.
Gotcha.
So they usually end up with that 3-star.
In rank 6.
In rank 6. See, we did that for a while. And then it seemed like everybody was doing that for a while. So we were just like, you know what? Let's just create a shell alliance. And let's just go ahead and promote. And then just jump. And that actually seemed easy for our crew. That way we're
you don't have to worry about scheduling.
Right.
That.
So we jumped to one. The other one stayed and get demoted. And then we just promoted and jumped to the demoted one again. So it just was a constant toggle. Every so often we decide to stay. So like our champion team will sometimes go to Masters and then they'll stay in Masters because the fight's good. But when you've got some teams that are like hammering out 400 million VP in Masters, it's kind of like I could
That's
do
a little silly guy.
Up in Legends, right?
In Legends.
And it's like we could hammer out 100 million VP and just be over in Champion and get get the same gem or more gems than what we were doing for that amount in Masters. So it's all about right now we're still pushing a lot of growth on the team.
Yeah, we
Swington, I lost all my lands from jumping and I had all level 21 and up food and gold lands. That is the trick with jumping is jumping up.
Yeah, jumping up you need an invite to not lose your lands.
Jumping down, you got no problem.
Okay.
It's going up
going up. Yeah, you need an invite. You can't just join an open alliance, and they did that to stop these alliances from bringing, having players like lead the alliance, go down to like Gold League, capture a bunch of lands, jump into an open alliance on the same server, and then give those lands because
give them away. Yeah. So that was
we cut out all that shoveling lands.
Which is that, but I mean you could go downwards.
You can go
and
down.
that's cool because people can chill.
Yeah.
Florida. I'm assuming FL Rebel is Florida Rebel. So
if there aren't enough land cappings going on in Legend League.
No.
You could jump up to Legend League, cap lands, and then take them down.
And give them. And a lot of people do that.
And
they
give
just
them
give them away. Like, hey, take some lands. I'm giving them away.
Yeah. So.
I've gotten to the point where. Hold on, sorry. Now I feel like people are starting to wake up and starting to jump over now, or they put all their kids to bed, so they're jumping over now. Yeah. I've gotten to the point like lands are. My number one encouragement to a lot of the new people that we ever bring on is, don't be attached to lands.
Yeah, I
don't get butthurt over lands.
I feel like somebody has been preaching that for a while.
Yeah, I think everybody.
There's a whole sickness.
Yeah, the LAS.
Yeah. You definitely don't want land attachment syndrome. That's one of the first things that we try to teach when we bring in people to non-toxic is.
Now, Sweet says it was actually the same league with an invite.
Really?
That's odd.
That's
same league. Invite lost the lands.
That's That's strange.
That is.
Do you have to be kicked first?
Well, you can't jump unless you get kicked.
Well, you can. That's true.
If you've capped. If you cap those lands,
yeah.
and you can only get kicked.
There's a way to make it
Pisces, send me a message in game.
work. There's a way
Do
to
that.
make that work where it's supposed to be able to keep your lands and move up at the same time. But I thought it was just if you had an invite.
I don't know. There's so many of these little details I'm starting to lose track of that I gotta just. I should start having a chart, but there's other people that do charts. Where's JJ at? He's the chart
I know.
guy.
JJ is definitely the chart master, but he's charting like event costs, and he's not keeping up with he's not keeping a change log.
Yeah, I need a change log.
I don't know that the developers.
Adil says the same thing happened to him, so
maybe something changed.
was this? I'm curious. Was this something recent? Was it a while ago? Was it post AI changes that maybe there's some extra things that got slipped in there that we weren't necessarily told about?
Maybe.
What are you talking about, the losing the land?
Losing the lands in the same league.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not aware of, because we brought a mini in and then moved it to an open alliance and it's kept its land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you lose your reinforcements, obviously, when you
Yeah.
move.
I mean, I just moved. I mean, unless it's something about having. He says it was yesterday.
Wow.
Sweeney, now this is
I'll
my,
have to tell that. I think
this is my question. Were those are you a level 21 or are those lands higher than what you are? I wonder if that has any impact on it.
I think my mini is down in like champion or something. I need to move in.
This makes me. I'm actually curious. I want to. Well, after I'm done monitoring the chat, I want to take a look at. My mini, who's currently over in champions, and I'm also curious just to look back at this whole league leaderboard.
Well, look at your guys. I mean, are you guys jumping up or down?
We just jumped down.
You jumped down.
We were in champion. We jumped down to a league.
Okay.
The champion league we were in was also just a hot mess. Like people are pulling in, it's only Tuesday and they already had like 32 million in champion league, and it's just kind of like, I mean, it's not a bad number, but it's like those those kind of numbers by Tuesday. If you're already doing double-digit millions, you should be up.
What's Dragon's Master Server look like, Anthrax? Hello.
Give me a second.
He says these lands that love 21s were higher, so I wonder if that has any impact. If you've got lands that are above your castle level, if jumping somehow affects those at all. I don't know. There's nothing that comes to mind of why that should have happened.
I have to check the blog and the wiki and see what it says.
Yeah, very unique.
Yeah.
All right, I've been dilly-dallying here. Let's
see. We have the Guardians Alliance.
Yeah.
They're in rank 1 with 107 mil right now.
Yeah, Guardians will sometimes be in Legend and sometimes be in Master.
And then we've got the Line Stick Box in rank 2.
Oh, okay. So like House Plane Stick Rock?
No, it's tree, window frame, yard rake, and edge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But then there's hobbits and.
Oh, I was like, what? What exactly are you describing here? But
there was a player who what was her name? The airplane lady, Jet.
I don't know.
Airplane.
She had an airplane or something in there.
And there was an airplane in there, and there was a house and a window frame.
I don't understand where they're getting some of those things.
Well, the
backstory
to it is there's a comedian out there, and he won the last man standing comedy thing, and he has cerebral palsy, and he's married to a Asian woman, and he talks about going to her home country to meet her family and all this, and he never knows what her dad's name is. So he says, I'm going to go get his mail so I'll know what his name is. And at that point, he's like, I need some of y'all to interpret this. What does line stick box stand for in English?
Line stick box. What does that mean?
I don't even bother trying to understand them all. Florida Rebel says, hit him a mesh castle with a ranger. Let's see if I can pull up. Look at all these level. Look at these ones. 60.
That's insane.
Those are some expensive upgrades right there to have some of those.
Yeah.
No, those aren't. That's
Very
not
much
too bad.
so. Very much so.
60, 60. 30s. Yeah, these are the other ones here. Let's see if there's any meshes hanging around here. I'll hunt. I'll also do another. I'm gonna do another token pull. Why not? For the live stream. Token pull, token pull, token pull. Am I gonna get another Lako?
You want me to pull it for you?
You know what, Bo? Go ahead and do it.
Alright.
Not 20,000 gems.
Oh Lord,
Not
there's your room.
the 20,000 gems.
Good thing there's a confirmation button though, dude. So you know. Do it. What do we get? I hope you pull me a Salzar. I really would like to have a
If I
Salzar.
pull you a Sozar, you owe me.
Joran. It's a 3-star.
Joran.
It's better food.
Not bad.
But I've already got infused away like 16 of those.
Yeah.
I wonder what their skills are. I'd like to compare. Even though it's a 3-star, I still like to keep the ones with what I consider to be the better skills. And I need to fuse. I got a lot of fusing to do. Yeah, see, I've got a couple of them. The new ones. What are your skills? Critical, resist against ice. Critical, resist against melee. Actually, not too bad. I mean, for a 3-star, it's not probably...
But those are Goliath skills.
Yeah.
So...
What did my level 15 Joran have? And this is an old one.
Right.
4 relic slots
on
unlocked.
Yeah.
Resist against poison, resist against physical, which archers, can do some damage to them. AP and AP. I would probably still keep this Joran out of my mix.
Yeah, probably.
Not that she's getting any attention from me, but
yeah,
that's who I would still keep. So Deal says, I was in Legends and capped a few lands, got kicked, and got invited to a team in Master, and was totally bald.
Interesting. I'll have to do a little bit of experimenting and see what the...
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. I was in Champion. I that alliance, accepted an invite here to Elite. I didn't lose any of my lands at all. But I didn't cap them. These are all neutral lands I collected. So I didn't bring any lands that were higher than what I had.
Yeah, I'll have to check on that. There's some confusion. Maybe I can get Chris to send a note over to the dev team and say, please explain this in English. You know.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if there's something we know, because we know that has happened, that updates come out with a primary focus, but all of a sudden we start to find these little nuggets that are in there with it as well.
Is
yeah,
it nuggets?
So I don't know, Easter eggs, nuggets, chunks.
So I got 1 day and 14 hours before at least 2 builders are done building this statue.
Pisces, catch you later. Shoot me in game. Game happens to be GamingJaeger in game as well. So shoot me a message over there.
So look at this. So there was a meme that came across. Did you see it about the what is it? I'll find it. You do what you're doing.
I gotta pull up some meme stuff. We've got a guy on our team, HSK, who rolls out these absolutely hilarious DoT memes. He is just quick with them too, super quick.
I was pretty sure that I put it in public chat. Maybe I put it in
Just doing some good old Alliance stuff.
Yes.
Pisces Shark says, Ayaka out. Wait, hold on, Pisces Shark. I don't remember how you got Ayaka.
Alright, so look at this. Look at this. So yesterday, got Yesterday, there was an accident on the interstate driving up here.
Okay.
These guys, and we've been dead stop for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So these guys get out of their car and
start flying
a drone. And they flew the drone up as far ahead as they could see what was going on.
Yeah.
So they could figure out, and there was like, probably 3/4 of a mile ahead of us, there's a car. They got the roadblocks.
Savvy problem solving right there.
But yeah, so I mean, we're just dead stop. These dudes get out, and he's there goes the drone, and I'm like, oh, okay.
My biggest fear with flying a drone like that is that it would shut off, disconnect from me, and just tank,
just keep sailing,
and it would be gone, and I'd be like, well, there goes.
Well, that was one of the Phantom, those DJI Phantom 3s or 4s.
So those ones like automatically return.
Those are $1,000, $1,500 drones, and they have smarts in them that will, if they get out of range
kick back
of you, it has like a return to home function.
Nice.
Because it has GPS in it.
Oh yeah. So first off, I wouldn't be buying one of those because I can't afford it anyway. Right. So I guess I wouldn't be losing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose the one that you get from the machine in like Chuck E. Cheese, and you can hover that around. Sweeney Todd, voice seems like it belongs to an all gray-haired, mature-looking fellow. Well, no, you get a blonde-haired, raggedy beard-looking guy, and then you get
gray hair.
No gray hair. Bo Ganora over here.
No gray hair.
Florida says, "Got to go hit him a mesh again."
I was on for an hour and a half.
This stream currently has been gone for 54 minutes. But that's not counting all the ons and offs. So
mine was on for an hour.
I mean, we've
been running about 2 hours.
We've been doing a hangout for about 2 hours. We could probably start bringing it to a close.
Yeah, start bringing it down.
Really didn't accomplish anything other than just DoT hangouts.
But that's the whole point of the DoT hangout stream. Yeah, because we both have light work tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I actually have a flight in. Well, I mean, just a matter of hours, technically.
I get to go sit for class again, so
I gotta roll out. I think my flight's at like 6 a.m. So hop in a bit of sleep. Not too bad.
That's an early flight.
But now I had to get home so that way I can rent a car and then drive somewhere else where I need to be. And this is why I DOT in my hotel. This is why I DOT in the hotel room.
Same here. I DOT in the hotel room a lot.
But I'm excited, finally getting through what has been like the busiest 2 weeks of my work year.
Yeah.
Getting back to normal. So, Bo, before we wrap this up, what videos do we have coming from you? Anything planned in the near future?
Well, depending on what assets are available, we may have a sneak preview video this week.
Okay, yeah.
If there's
there's
supposed to be a special event this week, according to the live stream last week. This week's event was going to be special, whatever that means.
If we get our hands on anything.
And then of course, even if it's after live, of course, Alana and I will typically go live right after the after show.
The after show, right? Yeah.
But as far as me on my channel, I mean, I just did a live stream. What more do you want?
Nah. I mean, this should hopefully appeal to the masses. Oh, Godan, cool to see you guys still hanging. Time for some food. We're actually just Godan.
Wrapping it up. Godan pops in right in as usual. Thanks, Godan.
Finally got things kind of going.
Yeah.
I mean, Bo's device died again. I'm just gonna let everyone know.
After an hour and a half.
I told him to plug it in from the get go, and he just refused to listen.
When y'all anticipate there may be another fusion event?
If I had to, this is purely a guess because we don't always get to know about those events ahead of time. There was just one, 2 weeks ago?
There was a fusion event immediately prior to Valkyrie. Wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
So that's So that was.
So that's 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
2.
Well, the reason I'm asking is I know that it's for Valkyrie because I made it a point not to fuse any Guardians away and save them for Valkyrie.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely save if you're going to level up Valkyrie. On my guess, if I had to guess when a fusion event would be, I'm going to say it could still be upwards of 3 weeks.
Just wondering, because I've got 92 Guardian Titans in my home.
That would be my guess. Here's my guess, and here's what
Do you have
typically
the
happens.
Titanhall glitch?
Oh. Do I have the Titanhall glitch? No, I typically don't
Oh,
get blessed with
Pisces is
glitches.
in Discord. Hey, Pisces.
No, because I'm down to 188. Hey, what's up, Pisces?
Hey.
So, I'm gonna guess 3 weeks. However, Hague usually can be peer pressured into putting them out earlier if enough people hit up the live stream saying,
Yes,
we need fusion
a
event.
fusion event.
So if we want a fusion event, we need to hammer the live stream and say, give us a fusion event.
Hashtag fusion event.
Hashtag, yeah.
Everybody hashtag fusion event.
And
stop making Pantheon try to happen and hashtag fusion event.
yeah, I think it'll be. I think it could still be close to 3 weeks before we see it.
I was thinking that we would have a fusion event either immediately prior to or immediately after Odin, and I don't know which way they would go on that.
I think. I mean, who knows how long it'll be before Odin? Didn't they say something like it'll be the same time between Valkyrie and Loki?
Yeah, they said basically think about your time frame between Loki and Valkyrie, which was a whole month.
Yeah. I think. Let's just say if Valkyrie and Odin are 4 weeks apart, I think we're going to get a fusion event just before Odin, because then that's going to have to make people like wait to level up
for the next one. Like, do I want to save it for Odin, like Anthrax did with all of his Guardians for Valkyrie?
So I'm gonna start playing a little bit of what is it? Conspiracy theory. We're getting a massive Ranger event right now, right?
Okay.
People are gonna pull to try to get these Rangers. Mm-hmm. They get some good ones. They're gonna invest to level them up with the next fusion event. Boom, Odin drops, because that way everyone has used up their food on these guys right now.
Could be, but everybody knows that Odin is coming. It's not a secret.
Yeah,
we just don't know when.
But that's the thing is, like, let's say you get that Talon you've been waiting for, you get that Theros that you want.
Yeah.
Will you save uploading the upgrading? And with Calvarax, this temple event is actually good food for a Calvarax if you want to start pushing him.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. So that's a really long answer there, Anthrax. Shortly, I just guess I would say within
a month.
Within a month, my guess is going to be 3 weeks, and that's just based off of pure speculation of kind of previous trends.
I think so.
Yeah, and Sweeney says the last fusion event was 2 weeks ago, so next one would potentially be 2 to 3 weeks away if they follow anywhere within the same timelines of when they go out. That's my guess.
They usually have one every month or two.
I need
more on the closer to the 2.
We haven't gotten a relic. Was there a relic event at all when I was going? Like a forging relic event?
We had a.
You guys are still going?
Hush up, Zalan.
Hey, Zalan. Yes, we're still going. It's called a live stream.
I just got done with the meeting, and a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, we're actually starting to kind of close up.
In the channel stream. Yeah, well, I know he came over on Bose to check it out.
To see if he was actually doing what he said he was.
Yeah, checking in, making sure
in.
He's not fizzing. I said I was like, he's in a hotel room right now. He's live.
Yes.
Yeah, that's yeah. So I mean, is there any other specials that you're rolling out at all? Then now that's pretty much it. No. I got a lot of catching up to do myself.
Yeah.
I actually still have to put out Valkyrie's event rundown.
Dude, you're way behind.
I know that doesn't matter for anything, but
Oh my gosh.
but for historical records, because I like to sometimes go back and
he's
just
OCD. And he's like,
I
2 years from now, he'll be like, I didn't do the Valkyrie event.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to go back and do it.
So I have to.
Dawn of Titans will be a thing of the past, but we'll still think, I never did that Valkyrie thing.
Damn Valkyrie event. Yes, for historical purposes, for record keeping. So I've got to put together my Valkyrie event. Plus, I have a song lined up for it, so I've got to use it. I got to put it in there. I need to do. I got 2 dev stream. I don't know if I'm going to do the dev stream rundowns for the live streams I've missed. I might just bypass those, and I'll just pick up with the this week's. which will be late because I'll be working on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Jaeger. I mean, I don't want to say that I struggled putting notes together for last week's live stream, but I only have
like
three-quarters of a page.
Yeah.
I usually have like a page and a half.
I caught like the first
it really
20
wasn't
minutes
that
of it.
action-packed.
Yeah.
So
in the first 20 minutes, when there really wasn't a whole lot happening, I kind of said, I don't think this is. This might not even get 5 minutes worth. So I just kind of tapped out and said, I'll hold off.
Yeah.
But so I won't do those. I did the Hogs event, so I'm good there.
After it was over, Jaeger, after it was all over, I actually had to hit Bo back up. I was like, hey, what should I even title this DoT show? This DoT after show. I don't even know what to title it.
Yeah.
It's nothing like outstanding. I'm like, oh wait, Calvrax is back. Oh yeah, we'll go with that.
Dawn of the Dead. That's what he did.
Yeah, and we didn't we didn't get any teasers for like what's other than saying like there's a special event. We didn't get the rundown from Hague of saying Monday's this, Tuesday that, Wednesday.
Although they did say like Pantheon is so close.
Yeah, he said 1.22 for sure, right?
Yeah, 1.22 for sure. They're like so close, like super close.
We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah. I'm ready for the Pantheon because I've got a lot of Titans that I've kept in here.
Too. I'm ready. They're
like I'm literally keeping 1s and 2 stars just to complete collections.
I'm not keeping 1s and 2 stars of the ones that drop all the time.
I was just gonna say I keep those unique ones. There's only like unique 1 stars really. There isn't any unique 2 stars really.
There's a couple
between
unique
the ones that drop in events, between the ones that drop in gameplay, but there's those 1 stars that don't drop in events.
Garn is a 1 star I consider to be unique.
The calendar right now.
Yeah.
We're talking like Garn.
Yeah.
A couple others.
Yeah, Garn.
Garn is one that I like. I mean, I've got 2 of them, but that's one. I don't think.
One.
Is there any other 1 star? Jarn. Jarn is another 1 star that I consider to act. I actually think this 1 star Jarn is rarer than some 4 star Titans right now.
I think you're right because I don't know that I still have Jarn. I had him at one point because he was in the original.
I'm waiting to catch up on the stream. You're like 1 stars, 1 stars.
Yeah, there's a lot. Is Jarn a him or a her?
Oh, don't get into the.
Hold on.
Don't get into that.
Jarn's.
We all know that
Jarn's a her.
like one or the other.
Look at that.
Her.
Jarn's a her.
Is Jarn wearing a skirt?
Jarn's got a skirt on.
Sure.
Daisy Duke's on one side.
Somebody will call Jarn a him.
I mean, from the side profile, either he's got BTs, or it's a she. But I usually look at the face even. I mean...
Did you say he's got moves?
Yeah, moves. Moves would be a better way than saying BTs. So...
Yeah.
I feel like that's a she. At least that's what I consider it. Tarn I consider to be relatively rarer 1 star. There are a few like unique 2 stars.
I really honestly feel like it's just the simple fact that there's so many people in DoT that just want to know what it is so they know how to address the Titan. That's honestly what it is, because
we don't care.
So
We just
Titan
want to
that
know.
goes on in the game that if you're not saying him or her, people will get lost in who you're. You know what I mean? And that's why everybody is concerned about gender. I really don't think anybody honestly cares more than just knowing how to address the Titan.
No, because it's just weird to say like it. You know, it's like if it's a character like Alina, I could be like she's one of the worst 1 stars.
Communicate with all text all day long. That's the way it is.
Right.
You know?
But Jarn, you just can't be like Jarn. It's such a rare. Like I just feel like
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
It's just easier to say he or she. Those are some 2 stars that I keep. Thond
and Thorn and
Skarg. Skane, like those are. It seems to be a lot of like the.
We need a Shane.
We need a Shane.
We got Skarg and Shane. We need a Shane.
I feel like Shane would be like a human type
That
name.
would be Skag, wouldn't it?
Skag. You can get a Skag. Skane, Skarg, Skag, Shane.
Is a Dinobot. It's a different strain.
Totally different game. Malix I consider to be a rarer 2 star.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got here.
Wait, which one?
Malix.
You didn't say Thon, did you?
I said
H-O-N-D?
Malix. I found a while ago. Did we?
No.
No, I
drops in battle.
No.
THOND. Yeah, he drops in battle.
I had them on screen, but those I don't consider Thond or Toran one, but I do consider Skarg and Skane rares. You know Runa.
Yeah.
You know Runa's so rare.
Runa. Lako, she's super rare.
Super. Not. Malix, I consider the rare. Let's keep going. Kelwyn, I did for a while, but she's become a little more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelwyn's available in one of the calendars too, so.
Athika is another one I consider to be a rare 2-star.
That's pretty rare. None of the champions are rare. None of the Unak champions.
No, the Unak champions come all the time.
Who's the other one?
Then you've got Dalkar, you've got, not champions, but you got the Guardians too. I always am pulling up these Katashas and Karakars.
To be real honest, a lot of the 2-stars aren't as rare as they could be for one reason, and that's because there's only a small pool of them compared to 4-stars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they always put 2-star in events.
To be
fair,
fair,
they're always in events. They're always in events, the 2-stars.
Yeah.
They have to be, you know?
Yeah. I think that's one area, just not to hammer in anything brutal on them, but I think that's one thing that DoT screwed up is they actually make more 4-stars, which should the rarest Titans do. Like, it should be quite epic to get your hands on a 4-star.
Yes,
Yeah, so
I do agree, but I can understand why.
Oh yeah, I know
they
why
have more
they did
4-stars. But I do agree with you is that the 4-star pool should be smaller than the 3-star pool, which is smaller than the 2-star pool, which is smaller than the 1-star pool. Right? That only works. That only works if you have an equal chance of getting any Titan from the pool.
Yeah.
Right? So what they've done is they fussed with the ability to get a 4-star and made the 4-star rare to get. It's not a rare Titan, it's rare to get the Titan.
Except for
Legends,
where you just get them to where people
that's
don't.
a very
small percentage of it, yeah.
Pool. And it's a smaller pool of Titans. They're not all in there.
Yeah. Season Reward Titans.
Volstan.
Don't even get me started on Season Reward Titans.
They need to update those.
Yeah.
They need to cycle through those, so that way I think more people would yet again compete for those if those Titans, let's say every 3 months, shift it out.
Yeah.
You know, swap out, like, these are the 6 Titans you can get throughout here.
Yeah.
Swap them out, do another 6 the next 3 months, swap them out, do another 6 the next 3 months.
Agree.
It would make that.
Well, here, I do want to mention that kind of like the calendar and kind of like another game I play, what they do is for each month, they highlight a specific character, and in the milestone rewards for the events that come out for the entire month, that character will be available at a certain milestone.
Nice.
Like, you know what I mean? So it just makes it so that no matter what, by the end of the month, and again, you are collecting like a certain amount to unlock that character. So again, as long as you compete in all the events and get to that same milestone, you will definitely unlock that character that month.
I think we'll see some changes for milestones happen.
See, that's the kicker right there. Is if you can be able to do something like that, it's very well liked by the community. So in a case where if they said, all right, you know, the 10,000 soul reward, which would be the first 4-star in every 8, it seems like 18K or 16K, whatever they want to do in a 4 to 3 day event. They can always have the first 4-star be a specific element. They could say the month of May is Unak.
See Alliance level actually have something to do with the game. There's plenty of opportunities still.
Me
That's
too.
essentially where we're at.
Because Non-Toxic got our blue tag.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Non-Toxic's got their blue tag for reaching level 80-something now, Salon? What is it now?
Non-Toxic is level 89 and just about to hit 90.
Nice.
After last season.
So level 80, you get that blue tag. And then
Nice.
It caps at a level of 100, right?
Yeah.
100. And when you hit level 100, you get the full gold spire.
Yeah.
And you
Which
get the
I think
floating windows.
Log was the first Alliance to hit 100.
Were they?
Yep. They were.
Because I remember CEO God blasted out a picture of like their spire when they got it, and that was a couple months ago. And it's a cool looking spire, but I mean, the hardest part is it just really doesn't.
It doesn't mean it really doesn't
right
mean
now,
anything other than
you've literally played a hell of a lot.
You've been in,
Yeah.
the same alliance that's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
It would be nice if there was some sort of.
But it's shiny.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's shiny. We got all kinds of shiny toys we can't play with. Because it's so hard to level Titans.
Yeah.
We got lots of shiny toys I can't play with.
I
can play with them, just not long. They die.
I'm just ready. I'm ready for Pantheon, so I can start clearing out. I'm keeping some of these 2 stars and even some 3 stars that I just ultimately really don't want. But I want to get some of these because we still haven't gotten an idea of what all of their rewards are from the Pantheon yet. So, which brings me up to the
I was mentioning that on my stream the other night. When it comes down to that, right now the best case scenario is grab as many Titans as you possibly can in everywhere, because when the Pantheon drops, you will then focus on a certain set of relics that help you. Again, I feel like everyone thinks when the Pantheon drops that there will be like a certain way you play the Pantheon.
No.
It really isn't.
No, it'll be
your
focused.
Your own choice. You know what I mean? Do you guys follow that same theory?
Yeah, there will be some relics and some rewards that are available in the Pantheon that you care absolutely nothing about.
But there will be some that you want. There will be some Titans that you will want to work on.
So there's no need to hang on to those Titans for those rewards. Like, do you really want a golden statue of Athena or whatever to put on your...
Yeah.
You might not care about that. And if you don't care about that, and Freya is one of the Titans for that, then don't keep Freya if you don't want her, you know?
So here's my question to you, and I just literally lost it again. Pantheon.
There will be a pig collection.
Pigs. Let me ask you. So I don't know. I mentioned this I commented on the live stream. Matt mentioned it, but then I had to drop off. I don't know if they carried on.
Yeah.
But I noticed that on the last hog, one of the banners when they were saying it is they described the hogs as ancients.
Yes.
So I asked Matt about that, and I put on there, and he read it and he talked about it a little bit. I don't know if he ever elaborated, but he then said, yes, the pigs are considered ancients, which to me means that they're now being thrown in the bracket with Jotun, Calvarex, Astaroth.
Yeah.
So now I'm curious, does that mean that those pigs might be part of the ancient collection versus being their own pantheon? I thought they might have ended up being their own pantheon collection.
Yeah, that's true. They could be in there with Wukong and Jotun and one other.
Because we've seen
Calvarex.
Yeah, so they could put them into the mix with
those three.
Current ancients.
Calvarex was with somebody else though. It was
Astaroth, Calvarex.
Oh yeah, Astaroth, Calvarex. Yeah.
Jotun,
that's right.
Wukong.
Oh, and Wukong.
Korthan. Is he
an ancient or is he just a king?
Is he just a king?
I think he's just a king.
So.
Wait. Korthan has a first skill that's special, and Korthan's larger than the rest of the Titans.
That's true.
So
maybe.
So Korthan, the reason Korthan has a special first skill is because he was
the king.
He was a
Did
king,
that make
but
him...
I think they originally intended him to be a lightning titan, and then they changed it.
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah, they did. Which that's something we still need. We still need a paladin,
a lightning paladin.
And they still have the opportunity to go. I mean, I don't think that they will. Are we going to get 3-star lightning titans? Are we going to get 2-star lightning titans?
I don't know.
Well, that would be an interesting way of introducing them. Would be to because we get. Do we tentatively get in an 18K event 2 3-stars? Right, 2. Usually.
Yeah.
Anywhere between 1 or 2. You typically get 2 2-stars. You might get 1 or 2 3-stars. It depends on how many souls it is.
Yeah. Well, if it's 18K for the main Titan, I believe we get 2 3-stars in there, because then we get one at a 4-star at 10K usually. But anyway, it'd be interesting to release, for instance, if they did do a Lightning Guardian. Not a Lightning Guardian,
Paladin.
a Lightning Paladin. Then you could release a couple 3 stars and 2 stars along with it. It would kind of be like when the Rangers dropped. See, when the Rangers dropped,
Yeah.
that was by far
We had all
one of the best events to play the first time through because you literally got all new Titans.
We had
all
all rarities represented there. 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for them to drop an event this year that's similar to that because I can't see how they could not do something like that because the last time besides from that there was only one other time that they dropped new 2 stars and 3 star Titans and that was during that one pull event.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys remember that?
I think I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna just as we keep talking, I'm gonna do a little bit of just a quick rating as we do a little bit more of this, but we probably won't go terribly much longer.
Yeah.
I think it's possible that my stream might have even reset. I don't know. It just went back to 6 minutes, but I'm gonna throw Calvarax into this arena really quick. But yeah, it really will be kind of interesting just to see what what direction they end up going with Lightning, especially. I mean, there's room. We, of course, are still dying for troops.
Well, yeah, we still have Lightning troops that may or may not happen before Odin. Who knows? Who knows what that's going to be?
My guess, I'm just going to put my guess out there. And for anyone who's listening, I have absolutely zero insight on this. I think Odin's going to end up being human. I think they're just going to keep it there. They've already given a Guardian Norse god that does human buffs.
Going to buff human.
I think he's going to be a human. I think he's going to just buff humans.
But then, does that bring up the possibility that they may re-release Valkyrie and Odin when Lightning troops come out?
No.
That's a concern that the community has, and I have.
No. I think we're going to get them. I think they're going to be human. I think Lightning troops will just be something that
come later.
And I think that maybe eventually we'll see different Titans that buff them.
Okay.
I mean, there are many other Norse gods.
Like 3 stars?
No.
Like 3-star Titans only will buff Lightning troops.
And there are loads of other Norse gods that they could pull into that would have plenty of opportunities to make sense. Oh, I got to defend the circle. Thanks. Oh, I shouldn't have brought in all Panthers to defend the circle. I wasn't paying attention to the troop setup because these guys try to book past me every time.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So I don't know what we're gonna do with Lightning troops. You know, there was a rumor that Lightning troops would be a spell.
Yeah, I saw that come up. Like, where did that ever come from?
I don't know where that started, but it was addressed. Matt addressed it on the live stream, and somebody asked him. They said, "Are Lightning troops going to be a spell?" And he said, "No, they're going to be troops."
Yeah, and when he said it like that, then Quiff was like, "Shh, if they're going to be troops."
He said,
if they happen.
He said, if it happens at all. And I was like, no. But I'm going to tell you what, after playing with Calvarax and Raised Dead troops, I wouldn't be too disappointed if Lightning troops came in the form of a spell. Because having the ability to drop your troops anywhere on the map you want is a very, very advantageous thing. You can drop them right on top of those ranged troops before they ever get into range of your stuff. It's very nice.
Well, all right, that brings up an idea that we see another, like for instance, we everybody assumes the Calvarax is going to be dropping again during Halloween time.
I hope so, because I didn't get it. I would like to.
That's what people were hoping for. Or do you think that they could possibly just put, because this was my theory was they put Calvarax at 10K and they put the new Titan at like 18, and they make a special new Halloween. That played last year won't.
Well, maybe we get some new relics. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the other flip side to it is it's an opportunity to possibly get a different and or better one. You know.
That's true. That's true. I did get Wukong, so.
Well, you know what happens is now now that Calvarax is good. How many months after he actually was released?
Yeah.
Wukong, you got to give him the same amount of months, and then Wukong will be good.
Wukong, I thought it was was pretty decent. I never thought that Wukong was all that bad, other than Goliaths were slow. But with that little bit of the speed buff, that's one thing I was actually quite
He's really not that bad. He's just too far down on the list, and because he's champion, and there's other champions that people consider to be more
like Siegfried.
important.
Like
Siegfried. Yes, Siggy.
Yeah.
I was glad to hear Matt say that their goal is to get to a point to where they are constantly not only releasing but also celebrating meta changes to the game.
So it's like
Overwatch.
3 months down the road, we're like, hey, we're changing this, and then
I don't know why they haven't been doing that.
I don't know why they haven't either, but they're going to have to be a little. You and I were talking about this at dinner earlier. They're going to have to be a little bit more transparent, a little bit more open with their communication.
They just need to let us know, hey guys, we're going to start working towards changing the meta. FYI.
Right.
Right.
And maybe give us a hint as to which way you're going, so that hey.
Yeah.
Because at some point, I would love to have a Titan that does all militia buffs. But we don't have that. Not because I think it would be OP, but it would just be fun to play with.
Full-on militia.
Just full-on militia nation.
Does Talon do all militia?
You could get that.
You could get lucky.
You could get that.
Talon used to have the ability to get all militia, just had to get a really, really good roll.
Yeah, you just have to send them on a little bit of a plane trip.
Yeah. But just, like having a Titan that is designed that way. Like with 3 defensive and 2 offensive militia skills or whatever it is, it just seemed to me like that would be a lot of fun to play with. Because militia are so cheap and they train so fast that it doesn't matter if half of them die. You can still, you can still have fun. Still get
actually, I didn't mention this. I should have, but I didn't mention this on my breakdown of the new AI changes. But I mentioned, I'm like, the Panthers, they only received a time change. That's the only thing that happened. So they didn't really get nerfed. They just became less attractive to train.
Right.
That's all.
Takes long.
It was a matter of minutes.
The thing is, though, they didn't do anything to militia. I didn't note that. And it's true. They didn't do anything to the militia whatsoever, which I thought was crazy.
Nothing. Spearman got a little bit of an HP buff.
Yeah, a little HP there. Archers got a
little faster.
No one's rate of fire changes though between archers and friends. Right there, the only thing that's quicker is their movement speed.
Yeah, their movement speed and their targeting AI.
Well, everything that's distance based now targets something that's closer. Sergion, just to touch up, you say, wait a minute, Calvrex is coming. No, Calvrex is not coming. We're talking that
Halloween.
We're expecting him to return in Halloween.
Halloween.
That's what the devs have said before. Is that all of these seasonal Titans, these ancients, will be re-released at their correlate. So Jotun will eventually come at wintertime again. Yeah. Wukong will come at the Chinese New Year again. Right. We expect, unless their game plan changes, which is possible. So.
Good.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I gotta bounce off of here.
Anthrax, I continue to forget that you're actually there. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't get to talk much with the locks on here.
What? I'm no ether, man. I'm no ether.
No,
I know.
I think it's actually. I think we're pretty good at wrapping it all up. So.
Long day, and I got one more. So, all y'all out there listening, be sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and all that jazz.
Oh, look at that! Thanks for the plug there. But we'll wrap it up.
I will catch y'all on the flippity flip.
Thanks for joining.
Oh, nice. Yeah, where do I find all that jazz? I don't see that on the YouTube page.
Keep looking. It's out there. Google it, man.
Yeah,
okay.
You can get it's part of the secret YouTube one. Yeah. See ya, Anthrax. See ya. Yeah, it comes with Bo comes with jazz right there.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, so that's what we get. So I mean, plenty to still go on. We had a pretty good hangout here once again with Bo. We just lost Anthrax. He was on the call. Pisces stopped by earlier.
I said, hey,
we've got Zalon who came in and tried to take over the stream.
I do that.
Teasing you, man. We come in and we do it to you all the time. So
that's true. That's very true.
You ever notice Zalon never opens Discord on his own stream?
No, yeah, he won't. No, he won't let us do that.
No. John's like, I'm not taking over my stream. I'm not opening Discord. So.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, you know, I've had Discord. I've been able to do Discord forever. I just don't, you know, just open.
Don't open those yet. We don't need any of that open there, but no, I think so. We'll close this one out for anyone that's still watching. I don't know what we ended up with here. It says 10 are watching now, which wasn't bad for all of the problems we went through, the ups and downs. I was excited to kind of finally get back into a live stream. Chances are I'll try to throw one out next week as well too, possibly this weekend. Now that
Depending on what our event is, I'm sure I'll do something.
Just I'm gonna do it just because I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
Get back into it.
Yeah.
I gotta, I just gotta get caught up. I need to sit down and do all of my AI change homework and just do that for historical purposes.
And every day you get this, like, the shakes, because you're like,
I do.
My DoT content is
just like
it's sitting. I gotta get back to work.
The notes. Like, I'm jonesing for some videos to go out, but yeah. So I mean, for everyone that tuned in, thanks for watching. We'll do some closings. Zalon, since you're on Discord, give us a sign off for you. All right.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Right.
Well, this is and I am Zalon.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm Bo.
We got Bo. We got Jaeger here. Thanks for tuning in, for catching it all out, dropping by the whole 9 yards, sticking through for everyone. If anyone's watching, I don't know, the 8 segments that this has been put together to get through there.
There's a lot.
I'll most likely do a DoT Hangout somewhere in the future, but possibly
coming
stay tuned.
soon to a city near you.
It very well may be.
Traveling Bo Jaeger show.
I did a poll and I got an idea of where multiple.
Dude, we're like 4 states away from where we did this last time.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we're like 600 and some odd miles from where this happened the last time. So, who knows where this is going to happen.
You never know what it'll
next
be.
time.
Maybe we're in the. Eventually, we'll get out to a coast somewhere. We can go visit Zalon or visit Lou.
Or Krakow. Do this in Poland.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? But I don't know. I can't tell you where that came from, but Bo wants to go to Poland. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah.
But guys, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and end this one up. That's been your DoT Hangout. Let's bring up our closing image here. DoT Hangout, Bo and Jaeger, basically, and Zalon, and Anthrax, and Pisces for a few minutes. So thanks for tuning in, guys.